Solutions for Sellers. Janet Parks here, CEO and founder of Solutions for Sellers here. I'm so excited to be hanging out with you guys. Really excited for today's topic because we are going to be diving into your social media storefront. Okay, so this is a really exciting topic for today because there are so many enhancements and things that we can do when it comes to our personal profiles to elevate our brand. Like we can do that like right now. So hopefully today's training will be valuable. We're going to be talking about that a little bit more today, helping you kind of define what personal branding means and really thinking about the cosmetics, your curb appeal on your social media storefront, and what you could be doing right now that could be repelling people in the opposite direction. If you really want to tune in and you're really serious about elevating your brand, really personally branding yourself and standing out from the crowd, right? You want to attract your ideal buyers. You want to attract the right people to you, the people that are going to most benefit from the thing that you sell, right? Your offers, your services. There's a perfect buyer for everyone, okay? You just need to figure out who that person is and how you personally help them, okay? Because there are going to be people that resonate with you, okay? And that's what you want. You want to attract those right people. So make sure that you're putting all the distractions aside. Don't fall into the scroll hole. Don't read a book while you're watching this. I want to make sure that you're fully paying attention and getting in all the goodness for today because this is really, really good stuff, okay? This is great stuff that I'm going to give you guys tonight, okay? We are going to be doing a social media storefront audit, determining what to look for, what to avoid, and how to improve your brand look, okay? So comment below, right? Be honest. How do you think your social media storefront looks as far as branding? Do you think your social media storefront, okay, when I say that, I mean like your Instagram profile, your Facebook profile, your TikTok profile, whatever profiles you have online, do you think that your profiles as they are right now, do they best represent who you are, how you help people, and what you represent? Okay. I want to ask you guys that question here. All right. And make sure to answer. Let's participate in the comments when it comes to this. Okay. We're trying to figure this stuff out. Right. But I want to ask you guys about your storefront. All right. Do you think it best represents who you are, who you help? Okay. And just you. Does it best represent who you are? So if you're already looking at your profile and you're already saying something like, okay, yeah, you know what? I could probably make that. I could probably make some enhancements. I don't think my profile represents me best. Okay. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Okay. And I'm excited to get into this particular topic here. So before we start talking about that though, okay, I want to give you guys some extra value here at the very beginning of this training. Okay. Who would love some extra value? Who would love to really learn how to brand yourself? I'm going to challenge you to work on four key components that I'm going to lay out here for you to help you start putting the pieces together for your personal brand. If you're a human and you have eyeballs and you care about people and you're watching this and you understand what I'm saying, right? You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. And I don't mean to say it like that, but if you are a human watching this with eyeballs and you care about other people, you can absolutely develop a personal brand. You have a uniqueness about you. And hopefully with this little 4-component series that I'm going to give you here, it's going to help you kind of break those things down. Okay. So for those of you that are like, I just don't know what my brand is or what it could be, listen up. Okay. Hopefully you guys are ready to take notes here because this is going to be intense. You guys, this is going to be like deep down. You guys ready for this? All right. So number 1, here's the 4 components. You guys ready? Number 1, this is the question that I want you to answer. You don't have to answer in the chat, but I want you to write this down so that you can take the time to write to figure this out, okay? Because this is not going to be an overnight thing, this portion. So who do you help and how do you help them? That's number 1. Who do you help and how do you help them? I'm going to break this down for you, okay? This is going to be unique for each person. What value do you as a person bring to your perfect buyer? What sets you apart from your competitors? Typically, the answer is your story and the unique way you help your customers. What is that special thing that makes you, you? And how can you use that to help others. Okay? I know that's kind of a long one, but I want you to sit on that for a minute. I want you to sit on it. Before you answer anything, I just want you to sit on that. Everybody is unique. The awesome thing about humans is they cannot be copy pasted, right? You can't. You can't make another version of me, right? People resonate with me because I am me. People will resonate with you because you are you. Okay? Think about those strengths in your answer, okay? As you're thinking about what I just asked you, think about what your strengths are. Focus on your strengths and what makes you you. Maybe you're a great storyteller and you give your target audience value with your solutions because you're real and relatable and people love the way you tell stories. So playing into your story, genuinely caring about other people, and letting people connect to you by being real and relatable and genuine. Does that make sense, guys? Your story is not boring, my friends. Your story is not boring. Don't self-sabotage. Story is not boring. It's yours. It's yours. So here's my second component there. Hopefully that example was awesome, but here's the second component here that I want you guys to write down. You guys ready? Figure out who you're speaking to. Just because your product is a one size fits all does not necessarily mean you need to speak to everyone. They say when you speak to everyone, you're really speaking to no one. Okay? Who are you trying to reach? What are their needs and preferences? This will help you tailor your messaging and branding to best connect with your target audience. When you can define who it is that you speak to, you know how to tailor your messaging and so that your marketing reaches the right people. Okay. And here's a hack for you, for those of you that are trying to figure out, man, I'm supposed to have that target audience thing. Typically your target audience, it's not the same for everyone. Okay. But typically your target audience is the person that you were before you joined your company. Okay. The person that you were before you experienced your transformation, your result, your outcome, who you are now, who you were then before you are who you are now. Right? That's typically the person that is your target. Is it the same for everybody? No, because some people really have passions for other things as they start building their brand, as they start sharing their passions, as they start really giving people solutions and helping people, they start to figure out what they love by being in contact with people, by showing up with the content, right? By connecting with people, by seeing what their reactions are and helping people develop those outcomes. Sometimes it's different. Sometimes it's not that. But I want you to start there. Okay. Focus on your strengths. All right. So number three. Number three is create a brand voice and visual identity. That's the third component. Create a brand voice and visual identity. Your brand voice is the tone and style of your messaging, while your visual identity includes, it could be cosmetic, right? If you want to focus on a logo, a color scheme, typography, or other design elements, these should just be consistent across your online channels, okay? So it's the way that you speak. It's the things that you say, right? So a lot of times you guys see me on here and I'll say the word y'all, right? Like that's signature to me. I'll say y'all because I'm from the South, right? That's my voice. That's who I am. Okay. A lot of times in my emails or in my posts, I'll say certain slangs or certain phrases in there that that it's Janet, right? Okay, that's something Janet would say. Okay. So you need to figure that out. What is your voice? What does your voice sound like? When you write down copy or a caption, how is that you? When people read your post, how do they see that that's you? Okay. So that's number three. And then the fourth one is developing a branded content strategy. Create a plan for the type of content you'll produce, where it's going to be published, how it's going to be promoted. This will help ensure that your brand message is consistent and aligns with your overall vision. Okay. So that last one is branded content strategy. So now that you've figured out what are my strengths, how do I want to help people? How am I going to do that? Okay, great. Now I need to figure out how do I put that into my content? How do I showcase that to the world? How I help people and what I'm passionate about. Okay, that needs to reflect in your branding. All right. Do you guys find that valuable? Hashtag value in the comments. Okay. Hopefully that was at least a little bit helpful for you to really start kind of thinking and grinding those gears, getting those gears moving. Okay. Thinking about what your strengths are and how you personally help people. Okay. You got to do some digging. You got to really think about yourself, right? Focus on your strength. And for you, those of you that are going to come on here and say, I don't have strengths. Yes, you do, my friend. Yes, you do. All right. Now let's get into social media storefront, my friend. Okay. My colorful language. All right. Let's talk about social media storefront now. Okay. Did you know that 92% of people scrolling on social media will make a decision about if they want to interact or do business with you based on a 3 to 5 second scan of your profile? Did y'all know that? Did you guys know that? 3 to 5 second scan of your profile, 92% of people will make that decision right then and there. Okay. Kind of crazy. How can you determine an analysis of someone in that span of time? The average attention span, get this, average attention span on Facebook is now 8 seconds. 8 seconds. So for those of you guys that are still watching, congratulations. All right. So all I got to say to that is thanks, TikTok. You can thank TikTok for that, by the way. If it wasn't for TikTok, I don't think it would be that bad. But it makes sense. You want to sell to strangers on repeat. Your profile needs to match who you are and what you represent. That's why the personal branding piece is so important. And in this fast-paced world of social media, sometimes 8 seconds is all the time that you have to leave an impression. Okay. The truth is, if you want people to buy from you, you need to make the effort to make yourself look like somebody that they would want to do business with without question. So you have to put effort into your, what I like to call curb appeal. Okay. It's like when you're shopping for a house, right? Who's ever shopped? This is me driving, by the way. This is me in Puerto Rican form using my hands. I don't know why. This is how I drive, I guess. I don't drive like this. Anyway. Okay. Curb appeal. It's like when you're shopping for a house, right? You're going out and shopping for a house. What are some of the things that you look at? You look at the cosmetics, right? Maybe you see it on an app and you see the inside of the house for, okay, that's good to look at. But as soon as you get there, if it doesn't click with what it looks like on the outside, if there's something outside you don't like, 9 times out of 10, you keep driving, right? Am I right on that? So you got to think about that. First impressions matter, okay? That means your personal page should be attractive, have curb appeal, and make an impression. Now, I'm not saying change who you are. I'm not asking you to change into this Instagram model or turn into somebody that you're not. I'll never say that. You guys know, girl, you guys know me. If you've been following me for a while, I keep it real. I keep it very transparent. I keep it 100 and I'm always myself, right? But I am saying auditing your profile and making slight improvements can change the way your ideal person interacts with you. And who would love to just have people wanting to come onto your profile and wanting to do business with you, wanting to engage in your content organically? We all do, right? So the goal is to attract continuous business. And the simplest way you can start is with auditing your social media page. Okay, you guys ready for this? We're going to do a quick exercise and be honest. When you look at your profile, ask yourself these questions, okay? Number 1, does this profile and its content best represents who I am, my purpose, and how I help people? If I go into your profile and your profile picture is a cat, we love your cat, but you're not your cat, okay? Who's been guilty of putting something in your profile that's not a picture of them? Comment below. Is your profile picture you, or is it your cat or your dog or that really pretty flower that's outside? Right? Or a banner that you saw or something random. Okay. That's number 1. Look at your profile picture. Number 2, is my profile picture recent? Okay. That's the next thing. Answer honestly in the comments. Is your profile picture recent? That means in the last 90 days, guys, 90 days. You want to keep things up to date. You want to keep things fresh, right? Is your profile picture also approachable and inviting, which means that you're not on your profile picture doing this, right? Like if you were to come on my profile, and you were to see me doing this, would you want to engage with me? Honestly, be honest. Would you want to do business with me if I was just not smiling and I just freaked you out, right? You got to make sure these are the things that people look at, guys. I promise you, 3 to 5 seconds is all you have. Somebody said dead. I'm telling you, April said I'd run. I'm serious. You have to look at that. It's not that. Here's the thing. People prejudge. They just do. Okay. They just do. Every single person who's ever come across your profile has made a decision whether they want to continue looking at your stuff because of your profile photo or that's it, right? It's your profile photo. That is the first thing that they see. So you want to make it attractive. Now, am I saying you need to hire a professional photographer? Nope. Don't got to do it. We got this amazing thing called cell phones that have amazing cameras, by the way. And I did that my whole career. except for last fall. I had like one professional photo shoot, which I've overused over and over and over again because that was really expensive photos. Keeping it real, okay? iPhone or Android. Great cameras nowadays, my friends. Great cameras, okay? I think my photo looks just like the scary pose you made. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't mean to call you out. I love you. I just hope you know, whoever that was, I love you. But you should change it. Just saying, you should change it. All right, the third question is it easy to identify how I help people, or is it just spammy with my company content? This is a big one. If you go to your profile and it has your company name all over it, change it, change it. It's time to remove, because guess what? You are not your company. You are you. A company is a perk of knowing you, okay? If you sell jewelry and your page has jewelry, the name of the company all over the place, all over the place, just all over the place. It's all in your posts. It's the logo, right? Girlfriend, you are not your company. You are a separate person, okay? I want to connect with a person, not a thing. Humans connect with other humans, all right? Now, with that question, is it easy to identify how I help people? You have to have something on your profile that shows that you are in business. In your bio is a great place for you to say, I help women XYZ. Your mission statement, I help blah, 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 right? Whatever your motto is, whatever your mantra is, whatever it is that you help people with, put it somewhere, maybe in your banner, right? Maybe you have a VIP group. It's a value-based group where you give people value in there, and it's very niched, and it's very just about you and how you help people. Put that in the banner, right? Get people to join your group, okay? The next one is, would I want to do business with me if I came across this profile? I want you guys to ask yourself that question. Give yourself an honest answer looking at your profile. Would I want to do business with me? Honestly, right? And then the last one is, are my posts reflective of who I am? And are they actively attracting engagement and the opportunity for lead generation? That's a loaded question, okay? My question to you is, I want you to go through and audit the last 10 posts, and I want you to take a look at those posts, all right? And I want you to take a look and see, ask yourself a good question on each and every post. Does this post represent who I am accurately? Does this post represent who I am accurately to every single post? Okay, here's my advice. For those of you guys that are posting political stuff, opposite direction. I instantly run in the opposite direction. Most people will do that. Unless if you want negative energy, then you can do that. Okay. I'm just saying, if we're in business, 9 times out of 10, it's going to promote negative energy. And what you want your page to reflect is positive energy, right? So if you've got like some polarizing things on your profile, maybe you have some strong opinions about things, there's nothing wrong with that. And some people have built some great brands being opinionated and sharing their opinion. But just understand, your flavor of ice cream is not going to be a flavor that everybody is going to like. Okay. So you're kind of you're going to have to make a decision there when you're posting opinionated stuff like that. Okay. Especially politics. All right. Just to let you guys know what to avoid on your personal feed. I'm going to give you guys the goods here. I see this so often. It's literally most people that do this and then wonder why they're not getting sales, why they're not attracting the right people onto their ecosystem, and why people just aren't responding to them. Okay. Here we go. But here's the first part, what to avoid on your personal feed. Number 1, walking billboard syndrome. What do you guys think I mean by that? Walking billboard syndrome. Really curious to see what you guys say. Exactly. Ads. Wearing clothing that is our business. No, I mean, if you sell clothes, Deanna, and you wear it, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you taking pictures. And if you sell clothes and it's in your pictures, you're wearing it, you're using it. That's fine. Yeah. What I mean by walking billboard syndrome is you're always talking about your products all the time. That means when I go on your stories, it's always about your product. That means like your banner is your product. Everything that you post is about your product. Maybe there's some shopping links in there, which is a big no. Never post your shopping links on your profile. Always do that. Do the selling in private. Excite in public, sell in private. Write that down. Excite in public, sell in private. All right. You are more than just the thing you sell. Okay. And if you want to make more sales, you can just do that organically. What you want to do with your profile is you want to attract people to engage with you. You want to build those relationships. Okay. So you don't want to be a walking billboard syndrome. All right. Now, in your stories, you do have more flexibility to sell for sure, especially when you have sales going on, because the content is not everlasting. It disappears in 24 hours. Okay. And not everybody's going to see it. On your feed, however, you want to be very, very selective with how often you sell on your actual feed. And then when you do sell, you have to do it in a smart way. Okay. Typically, we do that with curiosity marketing, where it's like you get the conversation going, you get people asking questions, and then you do the actual selling part where you're like helping with people with solutions and answering their questions and actually getting them to shop in Messenger. Does that make sense? Excite in public, sell in private. Yes. Number 2 is shopping links, which I kind of already said. Shopping links in your bio. This is where I would recommend putting your third-party link, a milkshake, Linktree, maybe even a direct link into your Facebook group, your ecosystem, your landing page, right? Your lead magnet, wherever you want people to go, that is the link that goes in your bio. Okay. So, but shopping links, you want to avoid that on your personal feed. Remember, people use social media to connect. Okay. That's the initial point. So you want to use the platform the way that it was designed to be used. Now, if you're on your business page, yes, you can post your links. Yes, you can post your sales ads on there because it's your business page, right? That's where you can sell. Okay. But if you want to sell using your personal profile, you need to do it in a very smart way. Okay. Number 3, unoriginal content. Unoriginal content. Now, this one's going to ruffle up a little bit of feathers. All right. Unoriginal content means that everything on your page is not signature to you. That means everything was borrowed from someone. Okay. Now, if you're using content tools to help you with engagement, sure, that's great. Use those things because it helps with your engagement. But personalize your caption, personalize your content. Never just fully copy paste, okay? Because it's unoriginal, it's impersonable, and over time, if that's all you do with your content, people will get the point. They will see that you're not a human, okay? If you use your content templates, use them. Fantastic, but show your face every once in a while. Put some things that are about you in the caption. Make the content yours. Whatever templates and content that you're using from people to help you post, make it original. How do you do that? Use photos of yourself. Edit the captions, right? Put your story into it. About you, your language, the way that you speak. You have to make it about you. You cannot just share things, okay? You can't just copy paste. I'm going to go on Google, get a bunch of graphics. That's what I'm going to post every single day, all right? You got to be human. The last one is a confusing and unaligned message. A confusing and unaligned message, right? Which we kind of talked about that earlier in this training, right? How to create your message, how to create what it is that you help people with. Okay. So you want to focus on that. And with this workshop and what we're doing right now, and some of the questions and the activities that I gave you earlier, you want to focus on that. You want to go ahead and try to figure out, how does my content align with my branding? Okay. How do I want to help people? All right. And here's the really confusing part. And this might ruffle some feathers too. If you sell more than one company and those two companies don't align, like, for example, if you sell Norwex, but then you sell something just completely off the wall that has nothing to do with that, like Pampered Chef, for example, then it's going to be weird. That's going to be mixed messaging for people. So that's going to be a challenge that you're always going to have. I'm just being honest with you. That's always going to be a challenge for you if you're selling multiple companies and your personal profile is supposed to be aligned with one message, right? So just putting that out there. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about how to improve your social media storefront, okay? And then we'll wrap this up for tonight. Best brands are those who are real, relatable, approachable, and focus on serving others, okay? Here we go, okay? Number 1, you want to focus on authentic marketing. Embrace yourself and the amazing parts about you that make up who you are and broadcast the parts you want to share, okay? Be authentic in your marketing. If you use your products and you love your products, great. Don't post a graphic about it. Post you using them. Post you in live action using them, right? Maybe they're in the background of your photo in your work photo, okay? Maybe you're wearing them, okay? Now I don't sell Park Lane jewelry. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I don't sell them, and I'm not in their company at all, but I love them, right? And if I did sell them, I'd probably sell a lot of it because I wear them all the time and I never talk about it unless somebody asks, right? Or I'm using the person that I sell from as an example, okay? Be authentic with it. If you use it and you rep it, share it. Personal insight, sharing this knowledge, right? And your experience, what you've used that has brought you results is expertise for someone else. Okay. You don't have to be the ultimate expert and know all the answers, all the things to have a valid opinion on something and to be able to help someone else solve their problem, right? Vulnerability, share your story, your triumphs, your lows, your highs, and the lessons you learned along the way. Okay. You're taking people on a journey with you. Okay. Number 2, again, is personal insight. Share your you-ness, right? The next one, and most buying decisions, guys, they're made from emotion. They really are. Most of the times when we make a purchase, it comes from an emotional place. Okay. So if you can get people to connect with you and you can connect with them and you can give them that value, most people will want to shop with you just because they like you. Just because they genuinely like you and they've gotten value from you. The next one is conversation starters. Conversation starters. This allows you to create an environment that fosters organic engagement. What are conversation starters? Open-ended questions. And expert level would be open-ended questions that have something to do with your niche, right? So that's kind of expert level because then you're getting to know your target audience on that engagement post because your target audience would be the people that comment and engage on those type of posts, right? But you can use any conversation starter to begin with. The point is you want people to engage in your content. You want to reply to their content so that it boosts your algorithm. You're turning that one comment into 3 or 4, right? And it allows you to get to know your community. It allows you to build those relationships. You can literally post an engagement post, an open-ended question on your wall today, and you will have 10, 30, 40 new leads. Those are leads. People that engage with you in your content are leads, every single one of them. Okay. So wake up call on that one. All right. The next one is empowerment. Okay. This is where you inspire, attract with helpful quotes, affirmations, and messages that can be valuable to someone else. And it helps improve something in their life, feeling like maybe they can do it too, right? Who's ever come across an inspirational message? Maybe somebody on your friends list posted something really inspirational and it really just touched you, right? There was a few people I came across today that I'm friends with on Facebook that they posted some great things and it was just a story and it's very inspirational. It attracts people, right? That's that emotion that people get when they're inspired by someone. It makes them want to take action. It makes them want to engage. It makes them want to follow you and pay attention to you. And if you say that you're boring, you're not, my friend. Everybody has a story. Everybody's unique, and you can be inspirational to someone. Okay. And then the last one, okay, and probably one of the most important ones is connection. Okay. This is probably one that you could probably guess, connection. It all ties back to connecting with your audience. How can you eliminate the screen from being a barrier? Provide value with live video, posting relatable and engaging reels. Allow people to get to know you and intentionally engaging with all the humans on social media. Okay. You got to put yourself in a point where you are connecting with people. If you are at a point, I'm going to say this to you right now. If you are an online seller and you are struggling to get sales and you are zero with parties, maybe you haven't had a sale in a long time. Maybe you don't have any leads. Maybe people are ignoring you. It's a connection problem. 100%. 100,000% a connection problem. That means it is time for you to go out and actively connect with humans on the internet. That means you need to work on the way that you are showing up. I say that with love. Okay, feel the love. Hashtag do the thing. You need to work on the way that you are showing up. If you are posting, letting people comment, and you're not connecting with people and actively DMing those people and having conversations with people, that is why your business is failing. Okay, period. Because if they're not naturally coming to you, what are you expecting to happen? Right? And I'm giving you guys some tough love Because again, I have these conversations all the time. A lot of us are like, well, I can't have a sale, and nobody wants to book a party, nobody wants to join my team, nobody wants to do this, nobody wants to do that, right? Well, it always goes back to the same question. What are you doing to connect with people? What are you doing to attract people to you? And if they're not running to your posts and you don't have anybody wanting to book a party or join your team or buy your products, it is your job as an online seller, as a network marketer, a marketer that networks with their market, right? A direct seller, a seller that sells directly to people. It is your job to connect with people. And I say that, maybe it's tough love, but some of you guys need to hear that, right? You do. And that's okay if you're at that spot. Now you should feel that spark and motivation to go to your personal profile and say, you know what? I'm going to elevate this. Because guess what? I got some value and I am going to engage with people because I'm awesome. And all these people that aren't buying from me, all y'all are missing out, right? So if you are ready to make that change, my friend, and you are ready to connect and open up your market, get out of that gerbil wheel, okay? Then I need you to comment with hashtag I'm ready. Hashtag I'm ready in the comments, okay? I want to see who's dedicated. Hopefully today's training was helpful for you, gave you some insight on what you can do to elevate your curb appeal, your social media storefront. But I tell you what, if you have no leads right now, it is your responsibility to go get them, okay? It is. And sometimes maybe some of the things that I shared with you today about creating conversations, changing your profile photo, posting solutions instead of your selling graphics, that could be a huge change for you, right? That could change everything for you. So I hope you guys got value from tonight's training. Sorry if I got a little intense there, but these are the things that I'm really passionate about. I'm passionate about helping you overcome yourself, okay? So hashtag value in the comments. Bye, friends. Enjoy your night.